Last evolution. So was Richard wrong about the bottom? Very possible. Yeah, I'm saying it's people have to make it that it's possible for him to be wrong. That doesn't disregard, how he was more right than ever, right? So when the price of Bitcoin was 69,000, everybody said it's going 100,000. And he's like and he said that, "No, we're going to 11K." And it went to 15K, 15.5K. Everyone was saying 100,000. I heard 300,000. I heard 1,000,000. There was this guy who trashed Richard Hart and pulsechain saying he's a scammer. Who I looked. He has a trading program where he gets people to leverage up on crypto, which is very dangerous, obviously. But but he has the trading channel, and he said that we're going to hyper Bitcoinization. We could go to mass world adoption, and Bitcoin could go dollars. Don't quote me, but he said something to that extent as a possibility. Everybody was long Bitcoin. Mike Alfred uh, had, telling his mom to buy Bitcoin at 60K or something. That's why you had the famous Mike Alfred's mom Twitter account. You had Raoul Powell irresponsibly leveraged long when Ethereum was at all-time highs about to dump. I mean, Richard Hart was freaking more right than ever. But this idea that it has to hit the exact target is a little bit ridiculous and unlikely. I mean, it's unlikely. And I know he's done it before, but that doesn't mean that he has to always do it. There's only one price target that you can choose, and there's only one bottom. So, yeah, I think he's wrong. I think he could still be right. It's not like it's confirmed that he's wrong, but people have to consider the possibility that maybe he's wrong. He's not always right, and I'm not saying this to disrespect him in any way. A lot of people that say, "Oh yeah, he's always wrong," to disrespect. I have very much respect for him. I give him so much respect on like everything that he said, and so much of what I say isn't really from me; it's from him. If we're being honest, and that's not just for me, but for so many people in this space, so many influencers, broadcasters, YouTubers, and I like to think that I bring my own thing, and there are a lot of things that I say that are insightful to people. Richard Hart could find insightful, but I mean, in terms of information, I definitely get more from him than he gets from me. I mean, he probably doesn't even watch me, but I'm saying, even if he would watch me, he has a lot more to offer me than I have to offer, and that applies for everybody. I think he's brilliant. He can't always be right, especially about price calls. In fact, like when you start getting these price calls right, even though he's not that famous yet, there will come a point where he cannot be right about his public price calls because the market it will disrupt even if like the price point that he picks is what would have been the right target for like Bitcoin's top or bottom, the market will then process that and it will completely disrupt the market dynamics and he'd be wrong. That's why I keep on saying Jim Cramer's always wrong. It's not because Jim Cramer's an idiot. Think what you want about him. He ran a hedge fund and supposedly he did very well, although I didn't research it completely. He's wrong because he is the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Jim Cramer's the news. So even if Richard Hart's right this time, people have to understand that there will come a point he will get famous enough that he will be interviewed on television and all those things, and he will have to be wrong. Um, he'll have to be wrong. The question is by how much. But that's really just the way it works. Once everybody knows about an indicator, it doesn't work anymore. And he could still be right in private, but in public he can't. It's just not possible. So I think it's very possible that he is wrong. Um, and that's fine. He's more right than everybody. And if you're waiting on the side, not buying Hex because you're expecting 11K in prey, then you're an idiot. You should be dollar cost averaging. Even Richard Hart would agree with me on that. That like you should not be waiting to buy Hex based on his 11K in prey because one, it might not come true. Two, even if it comes true, Hex might not crash as much, especially factoring in a pulse chain launch. And yeah, so uh, it's possible he's wrong. We're not a cult, guys. Not a cult, but, yeah, if Richard Hart was wrong, does that break the hex religion? Well, I don't know what you're talking about religion. We're not a religion. So, probably will hurt the fanaticals. Maybe it will, and if anybody, holds it against him, then you're a loser, okay? Because hex is gonna continue to make all-time highs in my opinion. He did 10,000x in under 2 years, and if you think that, "Oh, yeah, he wasn't right," and you're gonna get all up in on him for that, you're a loser. You're a loser. Uh, Last evolution, let's not make excuses for Richard Hart being wrong. He was bragging about calling the top on the day, not almost calling the top on the day. Okay, I don't care, man. I don't care. Hex is still gonna do well. So what? If you could brag about calling the top or bottom, it wouldn't be a big deal. Let's not make excuses if I don't understand. If you could brag about calling the top or bottom, about almost I'm sorry. If you could brag about almost calling the top or bottom, it wouldn't be a big deal. Let's stop making excuses. He's wrong. If he's the best man in crypto, we should hold him to that standard. Yeah. Um, I don't make excuses, and no one should make excuses, and nobody should trade his calls. Even he would tell you not to trade his calls. But here's my question to you, last evolution. Do you own Hex? Do you sacrifice for Pulse or PulseX? Because if not, because he was possibly wrong about a price call, then fine, I guess. But if you did, then why are you even sweating it? Like, who really cares? If you're a hater, then fine. I can't help you. If you're a hater, I can't help you. If you're a hater, you don't want to buy X. You don't want to sack. You don't want to buy Pulse or PulseX when it launches. I can't help you. I don't give financial advice. I just tell you what I'm doing. But if not, then who really cares? He's wrong. I don't care. Do you think anyone's going to care that he's wrong, provided Hex continues to appreciate and outperform the broader crypto market and therefore outperform every other asset in the world? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to care. But there will come a time, if not now, that his price calls will stop being correct, at least his public ones. Maybe he'll make a trading group where like only a select few people that spend $100,000 a year could see his real price calls. No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that. No, that could be an instance where he's right, but, I don't think he would do that, and I don't think he should do that. Bitcoin will flash crash. Disagree, or maybe, but not to, 11K. Could be wrong. Furu Finance could be wrong. Um, for real, it is very unrealistic to think he will be right 100%, yeah. The joke's on you if you're holding him to standard that he's right to 100%. Like, obviously, he's not gonna be right 100%. Great point, Stefan, thank you, and follow Stefan on Twitter. I believe only a small percentage will believe he would be 100% right anyways. Yeah, if you're, like, making fun of me or anybody because Richard Hart wasn't 100% right, the joke's on you because 'cause you're an idiot if you think that we would be dumb enough to think that, Richard Hart is right 100% of the time. Um, the reason why he brags is because it's good for marketing. It is good, and it is true. But, if you think that we're stupid enough to think that he's gonna be right 100% of the time, the joke's on you. And if you're stupid enough to think that he's gonna be right 100% of the time, the joke's on you too. He's not gonna be right 100% of the time. He's made mistakes before. You have a lot of people in this other crypto community, which I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't give the time of day to a bunch of losers. He was wrong because he said that Hex was gonna decorrelate. He was wrong because he said that it was the top and really double top. It's like, dude, shut up. Like, you think anyone's gonna care provided that the market plays out like you think it will? Nobody's gonna care. And the joke's gonna be on you because you bought the crappy coin. We bought the right coin. So, but I guess time will tell, man. Time will tell. Uh Last evolution, Richard literally says he's right about everything. That's how he marketed himself. It's not hating, it's holding him to his own standard. You just went on a rant making excuses for him. Bro, you've literally said you mean s you've literally said, or you literally say, "Richard is always right yourself, lol." Are you lying to your followers in that case? Of course I don't believe it, but that's what you guys say to people. How could I say that that's not even true because I say that he's wrong. I said the bottom's in, and he's saying 11K and pray. So what you're saying is not even true, bro. What you're saying is not even true, bro. I didn't say he's always right. So I'm not lying. I'm telling you. So you're lying. I mean, you're not lying, but you're just misinformed, which you shouldn't be. But Chad says, "Last evolution, shave your neck beard and go outside and touch grass." Hey, Chad, be nice, Chad. But yeah, shave the neck beard. It's getting out of control. In the years to come, when Bitcoin has hit new all-time highs, zooming out of the chart, the difference between 11K versus the Bitcoin low will be so minuscule that its bottom call will be so much more relevant. Agree, 100%. Great point, Luke. And Stefan, Richard's record speaks for itself. No one thinks he can see the future. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Well said, Stefan. We got 37 watching. Uh, please like and subscribe. Uh, please go to furufinance.com today and book your free one-on-one. Make sure you do that. You can book it for later today, tomorrow, any day you want. Just go to furufinance.com and schedule your free call with me. You get to talk to me. Okay? How awesome is that? For free. For free. Furufinance.com.